We are at the Greenville-Pickens Speedway for the 11th race of Season 1 of the SCRL CatDog Pro Series East. The number 2 is Sebastian Torres, will lead us to the green flag. Starting beside him is the number 98 of Chris Kyle. Sammy Sabri Jr., our points leader, will be starting way back in the 34th position. This is the 11th race of the season. We are officially past the halfway mark, and it's very interesting to note that in the 10 races we've done so far, 5 have been won by veterans. The other 5 have been won by rookies who have never won a race in their life. Sammy Sabri Jr., Yan Carnelli, Hans DeVries, Joshua Rush, and Ryan Rush. So we've got some rookies that are establishing themselves here in the SCRL. So no one truly dominates anymore, unless your name is Simon Fox. We also have the SCRL Last Car Championship still up for grabs. Luke Rainey in the number 1 and Tim Randolph in the number 47 car both have 2 last place finishes, so they are leading the pack for most last place finishes. Of course, Simon Fox, who I mentioned before, he scored his first last place finish in the last race at New Jersey Motorsports Park. Who will finish last in this race? It's a 50-lap race here around this half-mile track. The 4th night race of the season. Without any further ado, here's the command here at Greenville-Pickens.
Drivers, start your engines!
A packed crowd and a packed field here tonight, as we slowly count down the races to see who will be the first ever East Series champion. And we got a car that is stalled. Actually, 2 of them. The 70 and the 71. We've seen that before many times. Well, not many times. We've seen it one time before at Richmond, where Tim Randolph and Brian Fox trailed the field. So we'll have to see if those 2 cars get going. Back up front, Sebastian Torres will lead us to the green. Pull them belts tight. We are racing 50 laps around this short track. And Sebastian Torres puts the hammer down and heads off towards turn number 1. Into turn number 2. You see the 70 car gotten back on track, so the 70 will not finish last, at least not yet. Nick Kennedy with a run on the inside, trying to lead that first lap, and it'll be the 0-7. So Nick Kennedy will gain 1 bonus point. And Sebastian Torres goes way wide. Nick Kennedy has a last place finish this season. He was last at Nazareth. So Kennedy trying to turn his luck around, the Formula 1 champion for Season 1. And Nick Kennedy will lead another lap. We are racing on 95% strength, so we will see if we get any cautions in this race. Sebastian Torres is still stuck on the high side, trying to rebound from losing the lead. That driver's just had so much success, but lately, he's not been having any. Winless this season for the Torres family. You saw tire marks, but no caution yet. There's the other Fox member, Brian and Simon, so not a good night for the Fox family. Nick Kennedy continues to hold the race lead. Tim Randolph is 2nd, Chris Kyle is 3rd, 4th is Maria Valvarez, and 5th is Ryan Rush, our previous race winner at New Jersey Motorsports Park. So the Rush family has stepped up their game this season. Well, actually, it's their debut season for Ryan, at least. And Ryan has 1 win, the last race. And we got a car coming to pit road, I believe. Oh, we got a spin to 39. Is on pit road, and we are under caution. Nick Kennedy will lap the 70 car. And we are under caution here at Greenville-Pickens. As the field catches back up, we'll take a look at the first caution of the night. So here's the cause of caution. She got two things going on. The 9 and the 49, the two brothers, make contact, sending the 99, Rodney Croach, for a spin. And then the 08, Hans Device, clips the 9, and then the 32 gets damage. And the 50 got damage right there. So you got two Legacy family brothers getting involved in a little wreck. This isn't like the Kurt and Kyle Busch wreck at Charlotte that one year. They just run out of room right there. Then Rodney goes for a spin in his Boost Mobile Toyota sponsored car and backs it into the inside wall. So we got us a little spin on the front stretch and turn 1. Shouldn't cause too much damage and might have 1 or 2 out because of that, depending on how bad their damage is. But we'll clean this mess up and we'll take you back to the restart. Half a lap away from restarting this race. It is official. The 71 of Toby Fox will finish last in this race. His car suffered an engine problem and will not complete a lap. So for the second race in a row, a Fox family, well, not a Fox family, a Fox member will finish last. He is not associated with Brian or Simon. Nick Kennedy is your race leader. Second is Tim Randolph. Third, Chris Kyle. Fourth, Maria Valvarez. And fifth is Gusto Ochoa. Pace car pulls in, and we're back to racing at Greensville. Nick Kennedy with a good run. Quickly dives down in front of lap traffic. Tim Randolph trying to do the same. Oh, almost contact between the 70 and the 007. The 70 is hounding. Oh, we got another caution. And off the final turn, Nick Kennedy will lead him to the caution flag. And as the field catches back up, we'll take a look at the second caution of the night. So here's the cause of the caution. The 20 car, Gusto Ochoa, who I just mentioned, gets clipped by Ryan Rush. And the 20 car goes for a spin. And hits the outside wall, a pretty decent impact. But behind him, we also have some more. The 0, Alexander Rowe, gets hit by Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater gets damaged by the 22 and then hits the outside wall. And then here comes the 50. Bam. 08 got damaged again. Then you see the 9 makes contact. 9 spins out a little bit. But keeps on going. So we just have a minor incident in turn 2. Nothing too major, but it was enough to trigger the caution. And we'll take you back to the restart. And we are back. The 0 car of Alexander Rowe is out of the race. That damage he received from that little spin, I guess, was enough to knock him out of the race. So we have 2 cars out. The 07, Nick Kennedy, is a race leader. Second is Chris Kyle. Third is Tim Randolph. Fourth, Maria Valvarez. Fifth, Ryan Rush. Sixth, Sebastian Torres. 7, Cole Nixie. 8th, Rodriguez Zeptos. 9th, Gatlin Downey. And 10th is Jay Jefferson. Pace car pulls in. And Nick Kennedy leads us back to the green. Got a great jump. He does control it, so 70 car trying to fight back and get his lap back. Does not appear like it's going to happen just yet. Chris Kyle in second. Good run for him. Not for long. 39 moves past him. That's Eli Bright. 1 lap down. Still green. Be 30 laps to go once we hit the start-finish line again. You see Ryan Rush moving up. 62. Looking to win back-to-back races, which no one has ever done in East competition. And Nick Kennedy is just pulling away big time. And he is a dangerous driver to let him pull away because he won 3 races in a row in the Formula One series and won the championship after another driver blew up and after Ding Drinker made a pass before the line, which got him disqualified and knocked back to the tail end of the lap. Chris Kyle moving past lap traffic ever so slowly. Laps are winding down. Ryan Rush, as I mentioned before, in third. Sebastian Torres, our pole setter, but didn't even lead a single lap, in fourth. And Tim Randolph in fifth. So Tim Randolph will not be the last car award for this race. That'll be Toby Fox. Kennedy with a 2.1 second lead. He doesn't have to deal with lap traffic. That's why he's got a huge lead. Let's see who has the fastest lap. That would be the 07, without a doubt, because he's in clean air right now. Take a look at some of the other drivers. Ryan Rush working his way past the 96, Diego Yepes. See if Ryan can get up there to Chris Kyle. The lead is now 2.7. Nick Kennedy might make a new record here today, or excuse me, tonight, with the biggest margin of victory. Oh, we just got a caution. I just noticed that. So there goes his margin. And we're going to have less than 20 laps to go when we get this race restarted. Well, we'll take a look at the caution. Well, I guess you could say those damn lapped cars. Someone needs to upload this clip to that one guy who does those YouTube videos. Because Tim Randolph spun out Diego Yip as a lapped car. This is a bad angle. Diego hits hard into the inside wall, comes back across the track. Gatlin Downey barely misses. So does the 18. So does the 31. But look at this. Jack Legacy, bam. Excuse me, Hans Device, bam. So Hans Device, a former winner earlier in the season at Iowa, nowhere to go, and his car gets destroyed. Couldn't go anywhere because you had the 15 down here, the 31 right here. Jack made it through. Hans Device, just that little contact right there, and that is it for Hans Device. His car is destroyed. Well, we'll take you back to the restart. And we are back. We're going to get this race restarted with 19 laps to go. The 4-car, Brian Fox, is out of the race. He ran into the back of the 99 of Rodney Croach during the caution, and Fox is out of the race. We have 33 cars left, 29 on the lead lap. Nick Kennedy is our race leader. Second is Chris Kyle. Third, Ryan Rush. Fourth is Cole Nixie. And fifth is Tim Randolph. 19 laps to go here at Greenville-Pickens. And Nick Kennedy puts the hammer down, and once again gets a great jump and will pull right in front of the 39. Chris Kyle trying to do the same, and he will not, it appears. He's getting a run on turn 3 and turn 4, though. Still trying. Not going to be enough. He's fighting hard, though. Nope. 39 is just fighting hard, but Eli Bryce should just give up the spot because he is a lap down. And that's preventing Chris Kyle from going up there and competing for the win. So Eli Bright needs to heed the official's word and let the 98 car go. But he does not. He actually pulls in front of Chris Kyle. Just a little bit. Nope, we just got a caution, just noticed that. So Chris Kyle needs to beat this guy back to the line and does not. And we are under caution here again at Greenville-Pickens. Let's take a look and see what happened. So let's take a look and see what happened. Sammy Sabry Jr., our points leader and the Daytona race winner. Oh, he gets hit from behind by the 20 car. And Sammy goes for a spin. Oh, hard impact by the 31. Comes back across the track. The 9 got damaged. The 7 survived it. The 1 got damaged. The 9, 96, 22, 99, 8, 63. Oh, we got a flip. 2 flips. It's the big one here at Greenville-Pickens. Wow. Well, now, that was something else. Luke Rainey in the 1 cannot catch a break. Finished dead last in 2 races so far this season. Daytona, Road Atlanta, and nowhere to go. Bam! Right into Jack Legacy. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We got a big one here at Greenville-Pickens. Just nowhere to go. The track is too small. Drivers just pile right in. We got 2 cars flipped. Jack Legacy and Rodney Croach. Wow, oh wow. Well, this will knock out several drivers. We'll clean this mess up in turn 3 and take you back to the restart. And we are back. We're going to get this race restarted with 11 laps to go. Amazingly, that crash only knocked out 2 drivers, Al Legacy and Kevin McHugh. So Nick Kennedy is still a race leader. 2nd is Chris Kyle. 3rd, Ryan Rush. 4th, Cole Nixie. 5th, Sebastian Torres. So 11 laps to go here at Greenville-Pickens. Nick Kennedy has led every single one of the 38 laps. We're back to racing here at Greensville. 11 to go. This time he did not get that great of a jump. And Eli Bright is right beside him. 11 to go. Eli Bright hoping for a caution because he would get his lap back right now. 10 to go. And Kennedy lets the 39 go. And now he can move down low. Nine to go. And Kennedy's going to relap Eli Bright. That might be a mistake. I would let him stay in front of me. Ryan Rush is going for 2nd place. So Ryan looking to win back-to-back races. Got Cole Nixie right behind him. Be 8 laps to go. Can Nick Kennedy be a dominator? Or can anybody catch the 07? Oh, we just got a caution. I just noticed that, so that means lap traffic will be in the way of Ryan Rush. So we'll get this race restarted with less than 5 laps to go. There it is. And as the field catches back up, we'll take a look and see what brought out the caution. Remember what I said earlier about Luke Rainey not catching a break? Well, he gets run over by James Stabilito in the 73. And Luke Rainey impacts the inside wall right there. Pretty decent impact. That was enough to trigger the caution. So Rainey is having a season he wants to forget, like many other drivers. But we are not done yet. We actually have a little incident further up ahead. The 47, Tim Randolph. The guy who started the last wreck right beside the 20. And that is important because the 20 spun out to Randolph. So, of course, Kyle Hunter hit the 20. So Randolph kind of got payback. Although not deliberate, but it'll still happen. So Randolph now has damage to the rear end of his Toyota that will not help his chances of getting a win. Well, that's the cause of caution. We'll take you back to the restart. And we are back, and here is the rundown. We got 2 laps to go. If a caution comes out between now and the white, we will go green, white, checkered. So Nick Kennedy has 2 lap cars. The 70 is Zapdos Amaritos, and the 39 of Eli Bright between him and 2nd place Ryan Rush. 3rd is Cole Nixie, 4th Chris Kyle, and 5th is Sebastian Torres. So Nick Kennedy has to hope a caution does not come out. There's a green. Back to racing at Greensville. 2 laps to go. In turn 2, down to back. Oh, and we do got a caution. Oh, Lord. So that means green, white, checkered. Nick Kennedy just has to ride around for the next 2 laps. Make that 1. And we got our first green-white checkered here at Greenville-Pickens. Well, let's take a look and see what brought out the caution. So here's the cause of the caution. 39 card Gatlin Downey trying to go past the 97, and he makes contact with the 11 card. Joe Jefferson spins out Gatlin Downey. Downey goes up the track into Rodriguez. And poor Jack Legacy has nowhere to go and hits the 15 as well as the 18. So, Gatlin Downey just trying to make a move. Was not... Well, it wasn't really his fault. It was Joe Jefferson, really. Go back a little bit further. Joe Jefferson just got a whale of a run and tried to pull out. At the same time, Downey was pulling out. And Downey goes for a spin. Jefferson slams on the brakes to avoid, but 15 does not. Then hits the outside wall pretty hard. Here comes poor Jack Legacy. Nowhere to go. Bam. And then Marcus Sanchi. Bam. 22 got a little scrape. And unfortunately, that caused the caution that will end the race. But we do have an option of up to 3 green-white checkers. But first, we got to take you to results right now. So unfortunately, like I said before, that did in fact end the race, but we do have an option of a green-white checkered. So because this is a short track and because the caution sometimes bugs up the field, we actually had 23 drivers finish the race on lead laps. So from Nick Kennedy to Eli Bright, they will race in the green-white checkered, as well as Rodney Croach because he is the first car 1 lap down. So from everybody from 25th, Gusto Arachoa, all the way down to the 71 of Toby Fox. They will finish where you see yourself on this screen right now. So we will have a 24-car green-white checkered finish here at Greenville-Pickens. So without any further ado, we will take you to the green-white checkered attempt number 1 right now. It is time to settle who will win here at Greenville-Pickens. Everyone who finished on the lead lap, as well as the first driver who was 1 lap down, will compete in a 2-lap shootout. So if at any point during the green and the white caution comes out, we will go green-white checkered attempt number 2. Nick Kennedy led every single lap under the scheduled distance. We will see if he can hang on for his first win of the season. Pace car pulls in, and Nick Kennedy puts the hammer down. He's got the rookie Ryan Rush right behind him. Into turn 1. Into turn 2. Still green. Still green. Here comes Cole Nixie on the inside. Making it for second. Still green. Out the final turn. This race is official. 1 lap to go. Can Nick Kennedy hold off Cole Nixie? Into turn 2. Down a backstretch. Looks like he's going to do it. Into turn 3. Nick Kennedy, the Dominator. Off the final turn, he will lead every single lap and score his first win of the season here at Greenville-Pickens. And we got a wreck. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Nick Kennedy hang on for his first win of the season. Here are your race results. Nick Kennedy scores his first win of the season, I've already said before. Second, Cole Nixie. Third, Sebastian Torres. 4th, James Stabolito. 5th, Ryan Rush, the rookie. 6th, Joe Jefferson. 7th, Jay Jefferson, so they're Jefferson family members, 6th and 7th. 8th, Chris Kyle. 9th, Evan Hunter. And look at that, Joshua Rush. And 10th, so the Rush and the Jefferson family finished both in the top 10. And that's your race results. 24. We will take you to victory lane with a 07 car of Nick Kennedy. Here are the points standings at the 11th race of the season at Greenville-Pickens. We have a brand new points leader, Chris Kyle. He has a 4-point lead over Sammy Sabri Jr. Third is Toby Fox, who didn't even get to complete a lap because he stalled on pit road. 28 points behind. Fourth, Nick Kennedy, our winner, Greensville-Pickens, 35 points behind. And fifth, Jack Lagacy, 36 points behind Chris Kyle. Sixth is Joshua Rush. Seventh, Marcus Sanchi. Eighth, Marcos Alejandros. Ninth, Joe Jefferson. And 10th is Jay Jefferson. 11th is Cam Nixie. 12th, Yan Carnelli. 13th, Cole Nixie. 14th, Zachary Fitzwater. 15th, Al Lagacy. 16th, Rodney Croach. 17th, Gatlin Downey. 18th, Tim Randolph. 19th, Simon Fox. And 20th is Maria Valvarez. 21st, Evan Hunter. 22nd, Hans Device. 23rd, James Stabilito. 24th, Max Anderson. 25th, Alexander Rowe. 26th, Zaptos Amaritos. 27th, Ryan Rush. 28th, Rodriguez Zaptos. 29th, Brian Fox. And 30th is Kevin McHugh. 31st, Sebastian Torres. 32nd, Kyle Hunter. 33rd, Eli Bright. 34th, Diego Yepes. 35th, Luke Rainey. And last in points is still Gusto Arachoa. So that is your point standings at the 11th race of the season at Greenville-Pickens. We will next see you at the 12th race of the season at the DeCoin dirt track, which will be very interesting to see how these cars race around that. So we will see you at the DeCoin Speedway in Illinois. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.